Hello, beautiful ones. I'm on a roll, so I'm going to keep going because I'm still in this open, beautiful Akashic space. And this session, I actually plan to talk about the bridge of incidents, as Neville Goddard calls it, or as I said in the Akashic Records, bridge of events. Same thing, just a different way that was shown. By the way, I encourage you to read these books that come from these fantastic authors like Vadim Zeland and Neville Goddard. They were not only mystical teachers, and Vadim was or is a quantum physicist, um, but they have actually taken these energies and made them into something tangible to explain to us in a tangible way. So I really, really encourage you to. With Neville, you can go to YouTube and you can watch, listen actually to his lectures. And he was beginning of the century, great mystic and spiritual teacher. Um, but today I want to talk about the bridge of incidents, and this will probably help you to understand the process from intention, from that visualization to appearing in your physical world. You will understand the process that happen, which hopefully will mean that you are less likely to drop off. Because usually it's on the bridge of incidents that people start to drop off and kind of retract and doubt their own abilities in manifesting, or think that perhaps they can't do it, or it's not for them, or that they've dreamt something up that's way too big and it's not going to happen. But it really isn't. It's a natural process that happens, and I will explain to you in a minute. But first, I want to kind of go back into law of assumption. Because law of assumption teaches us that we are here to assume, expect, believe, choose our experiences, the people that we want in our life, things that we want to happen. Now, I have worked with enough one-on-one clients to have seen how manifestations can just happen like this super fast, within days, within months. I know from a lot of you, beautiful members, I have also throughout the years heard stories where things just happen super fast. When it happens like that, it means that your inner being is in alignment with that desire already, which means it can happen in the physical world much quicker. If it's out of alignment, you have to go through a bridge of events. I will call it bridge of events because I always refer to it as bridge of events. And then I read about Neville Goddard's bridge of incidents, and now I'm mixing up the words. So just so I don't confuse you, I'm just going to call it bridge of events, but that's what it is as well. Bridge of incidents. So you go through that bridge and you go and evolve and learn and expand and change and transform. And it's a normal process. And it's actually why we're here, right? Because our souls want to have an experience and then take learnings from it and grow and then perhaps try a little bit different. And, if we're not quite learning what we're supposed to learn, we move, we shift, and yeah, and it's not about getting it right. It's not about ticking it off your to-do list. It's actually your whole experience here. That's what it is. But I want you to know that even if you haven't manifested something yet, I promise you, as a being, you are here to do that. And not in a way of like hoping, wishing, wanting, maybe can it happen, please. No, you are here to expect, to assume. You take that identity, you claim it already. There's so many practices, so many different ways. Like one of my favorite ones is actually going up into theta. We've done theta meditations, and we have done one here as well recently so that we can uh, get ready for this. And so you learn another way to manifest. But I love theta because in theta, when you are in that state and you're essentially talking to God consciousness, to God, to one, um, you are expressing exactly what you want, and you say it, it states clearly. You have to claim it. You command, you expect, you assume that identity already. You assume that it is done. You don't ask for it, you don't beg, you don't pray on it, you don't hope. It's not wishful thinking. You claim it. It's almost like being an actor and saying, "Do you want me to play a knight? Well, I need an armor, and I need a sword, and I need a horse." You say it. You don't say, could I please get a sword and an armor if I'm meant to be playing a knight in battle? No, I need it, right? Because I'm going into battle. I'm playing a knight in a battle. So it's a little bit like that. So we claim, we assume. You assume that identity. If you are a, let's say, newbie, awakened person, healer perhaps you're at the beginning of your journey, perhaps your gifts have come in and you're trying to make sense of it, or your gifts have come in and you're still trying to figure out how, and you did a few sessions, it's people are happy, but you still don't trust yourself, you still don't believe that you are really powerful. This is what you got to do. You got to claim it. You got to see yourself as this beautiful, powerful healer, and you love your work. You love helping people. You love healing them. You love looking at their chakras, or you love talking to their guides or their higher beings. You love talking to their body. You love doing Reiki. You have to see that you love it. See, I'm telling you this, and I'm already getting excited about it. This, again, isn't even my visualization, right? Well, you want to do this because it brings that feeling of excitement, of happiness, of joy. Yes, I can't wait to do it. And that energy starts to generate in your body and it goes into that quantum field. We spoke about it last time. You want to bring it out. It's like a generator. Emit that energy, not the please hope, am I good enough? Am I worthy enough? That is very stifled energy, very slow, very low vibrational energy. That's not going to get you anywhere. That's going to keep you on this level. So I want you to really, in your visualizations, you have to go overboard, over the top, go more, go more. And then let the universe do its job. Once we send it out, and this is hard for those of you who are a little bit of control freaks. It might be hard, but trust me, once you set it out, you lean back, you rest in the knowing that it is done, that you already are, that you already have, that you're already doing it, and you let the universe do its work. And the universe loves to surprise you, loves to surprise you. So it will give it to you in a way your mind could have never, ever, ever expected, created, made it happen, told you, anticipated. Never, ever, ever. But you have to be in that state of curiosity, wonder, and let it happen. What is the bridge of events? So the bridge of events, you enter the bridge of events as soon as you make your intention. And it doesn't matter which practice you do, whether you go into theta, whether you do the stat sleep one, whether you do the I remember when, whether you do affirmations, whether you do scripting, it doesn't matter. The moment you set the intention, I want to be a well-known healer and I want to work on big stages and I want to have a great following. Once you have that intention, or you have an intention, I want to meet my true love, who will be A, B, and C. Will tick all my boxes. Will be amazing, caring, loving, love me for who I am. Will never expect me to change. We will just be inseparable. Once you set that intention, you enter the bridge of events. And the bridge of events might be a bit like the bridge in Indiana Jones, the wooden bridge that shakes and rattles, and you're like, oh my God, holding on for dear life. Like, what is happening? I'm going to fall. But you trust and you stay in that energy and you assume that the moment you speak your intention, whatever happens next is happening to lead you into that desire, into that outcome. It's happening for you. So let's say you were thinking of starting your own healing business, psychic business, but you're scared, you're putting it off as soon as, when the kids are at school, As soon as I've saved enough, as soon as I've worked at this job long enough, as soon as it gets a little bit calmer because it's too chaotic at work, and you're putting it off because you're scared. And so you set an intention of, I really want my own business. I want to be helping people. I want to be a healer. I want to be a psychic. I want to work from home. I want to have appointments. I want people to come to me and fill my days. Like that's what I want to do. As soon as you set that intention, all of a sudden, perhaps you get fired from work, right? Or your hours get cut. And so you get into this state of shock, like, what? That's worse. I don't want that. I'm going to lose my job. What? Oh, I've lost my job. What am I going to do now? So in that moment, that's when people start to question, this is not working. This is worse than before. What is happening? It's working against me. That's not what I want. When really what it's asking you to do is to trust. Stay on the bridge with me. Trust me. That's what the universe is saying. Just stay there. Trust. We are eliminating the blocks in your life. We're eliminating the things that are holding you back, and we're going to put it back together for you. But trust, stay there. So don't go into panic mode and think, I've got to look for another job now. Now I definitely won't be able to set myself up. Now I'm going to have to look for another job. But what if you get curious and you're like, oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, let's see where this leads. And all of a sudden, you go for brunch, you talk to your friend, and your friend says, you know what? I've actually been wanting to try Reiki forever. Can I please come? And she comes and she loves it. And she tells her 10 friends and they come. And all of a sudden, your business is taking off. Right? Bridge of events. Things happen. Things don't always have to be rocky though. You won't always get that wooden Indiana Jones bridge. Things will be great. There will be signs, there will be symbols, there will be like things are happening because perhaps you get a free latte and maybe someone, lets you in before, in a queue or, pays for your groceries. Or perhaps your child brings you unexpectedly flowers and you're like, oh, wow. Moments that move you, that make you feel like, oh, wow, I didn't expect this. This is amazing. It's like little miracles are happening on the path. When that happens, those are signs. Hello, you're on the right track because you're vibrating in the right frequency, allowing all these wonderful things to happen to you. You no longer need to learn anything at this stage. You don't have to figure things out, right? You survived the mm, firing in your job, right? You survived, you've done well, you've navigated yourself through it, you stayed with me on the bridge, and now, as a result, your energy has changed, your frequency has changed, and you're vibrating at the level we want you at. So here are a few signs to let you know you're on the right track. Okay, so trust. When you set the intention, you have to let go of what happens next. And you trust. And you trust that things could get rocky, but they also might very quickly start to resolve without you having to do anything. Opportunities will come. So at this stage, I want to remind you of the different practices you can do. You can go into theta, look up the meditation library, going into theta. Actually, it'll be in the energy session. That's right, in the energy session. So you go into theta, you can do that. You can do the I remember when. You can visualize throughout the day, visualize yourself already in that scenario and remember, make it bigger, make it bolder. You can do stats, which is before sleeping. Right? So just as you're about to drift off to sleep, you bring up your vision. So you have to have a vision ready and you bring it up and you play it over and over and over till you fall asleep. And this impresses upon your subconscious. You can also write a letter or a diary entry in the past, as in this has already happened, and you're describing it to someone to your diary. And you describe a full day with everything that you desire. Perhaps you met the love of your life, or you're already walking with them along the beach, having a fantastic, beautiful, relaxed morning. You had breakfast at your favorite cafe. And they're just perfect, and everyone's perfect, and everything's perfect, and you're loving it, life. Okay. There's all sorts of different practices, but one practice that I think we are really needing to do, regardless of what else you choose, in addition to that, I think it's important to love ourselves. And we love ourselves by starting to talk to ourselves differently. Reminding yourself throughout the day, whenever you've been a little bit harsh on yourself or you've judged yourself a little, you're like, darling, I'm so sorry. I love you. I don't know why I said that because I love you. I'm so proud of you. You're the best thing. I love you. I love you. I love you. And if you never experienced love from your parents in your childhood, you want to make it physical. You want to give yourself a hug. It will heal you tremendously. And this little hug is going to change your energy like this. Talking to yourself positively, loving yourself, falling in love with yourself, right? Doing things, taking yourself for walks. Because if you were in a relationship with someone you love, what would you do? You would want to do little things that they love, right? Like perhaps they love going for a walk. Hey, let's go for a walk, right? Or you would take them for a nice brunch, right? You would say, darling, to show you how much I love you. I love you. Let's go have a date. Or I've made you this, right? I've gifted you 10 minutes of silence, sitting or lying down, reading your favorite book, having your tea, right? You would do that for your loved ones, the person that you love, the people that you love more than life itself. And now it's your turn, and you do it for yourself. You take yourself for a walk. If you love walking, go for a walk. Gift yourself that. Gift yourself a brunch. Don't look at the price. Never mind the price. Go for brunch. Or say, I love you so much. You deserve this. Have a little nap. Guilt-free. Of course, guilt-free, because you deserve it. So the way we speak, the way we treat ourselves, the way we love ourselves, that is really going to change everything super fast. So once again, if you have any questions, please post them in a group or below this video and let me know how you get on with this. I can't wait. And I can't wait to be live with you again. I hope that you had a beautiful summer holiday, enjoying whatever is left of it. And I can't wait to get started with you. This year is going to be phenomenal.